Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Drivecast. We're back on Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit for the PlayStation 1. I still suck at this game. And we're going to talk about the Lords of Chaos movie. If you don't know what Lords of Chaos is, there was a book. God, when was that book published? Do you know?
It's hard to say. I can't remember. It was a while ago, though.
I'm going to look it up. Yeah, Lords of Chaos. Lords of Chaos, the Bloody Rise of Satanic Metal Underground is what it's called. November 1st, 2003, it says. And what this book was attempting to tell the story of the black metal scene in Norway. And it's a fascinating story, and I haven't read it. I'd like to read it.
Same.
But Varg, who did the black metal, the Norwegian black metal band Burzum, and played bass as a guest musician on the debut album for Mayhem, De Mysterious Dom Satanas, which is a really, really good album.
Oh, yeah.
He hates the book, doesn't he?
Yeah, he said there's a lot of, lies and misinformation and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the stuff in the book's, more exaggerated, some of the more nuanced details, but...
Yeah. I don't know... I don't know how much is true in the book and how much isn't.
It's hard to say.
Because I haven't read it, but for years now they've been trying to do a movie about said book. And apparently that it's been in the works for a long, long fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's finally coming to fruition. And
3, 2, 1, go!
the guy directing it is
Yeah, I don't know his name either. I don't know much about the film, to be honest.
I think it just crashed on me. God damn it! The guy directing it was the drummer for Bathory.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Holy crap, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. He's well known for other things that aren't Bathory nowadays, because he directed a bunch of music videos and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think it just crashed on me. I've never had that happen before one play in this game. Jonas Ackerlund is his name. This guy has directed a ton of music videos over the years and done a lot of other things. Like, he did a Rammstein live thing. a live Taylor Swift thing. He did a live Paul McCartney thing. A bunch of other stuff. But for the most part, he's done music videos, which he's much more well known for than Bathory, except in the metal community, and like directing live DVDs and the like. Oh, don't do this to me. Let's see, he directed Bewitched by Candlemass, which is a good fucking video. I'm looking for stuff that I might... he directed Smack My Bitch Up by The Prodigy, which is a pretty well-known one.
Yeah.
He's done a bunch of Madonna. He did the Turn the Page video by Metallica, as well as Whiskey in a Jar.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good video, I guess. Haven't seen it in a while.
The Smashing Pumpkins, Madonna again. That shitty Beautiful Day song by U2.
Yeah, true. U2's eh.
Gets Me Through by Ozzy. Oh, he directed Fuel for Hatred by Satyricon.
There you go. Can't go wrong with Satyricon.
I fucking love Satyricon. A Blondie video, a Jane's Addiction video, I Miss You by Blink-182, a Rolling Stones video. Like, as far as direct music video goes, this guy's pretty well known.
3, 2, 1, go!
Paparazzi by, and I'm not a fan of her, but he directed Paparazzi by Lady Gaga. If you remember that fucking, like, for the period, a few years where you couldn't escape her fucking music. You remember?
I'm not sure.
Or are you desperately trying to forget when we couldn't escape her music in, like, 2009?
Yeah, she was everywhere at the time.
Yeah. He directed one of her videos. But he's...
Has a lot of work on his belt.
Yeah, but he's never done a full-length feature film. This is the first full-length feature film he's done. And it's going to be a train wreck.
It really is. I mean, from what I've seen, from the trailers.
I'm going to put a link in the description below to the trailer for you guys to check out. But you know you're in trouble the moment the trailer starts, because pretty much the very first thing you see is Vice Films.
Yep.
So I'm stuck between my desire to go watch this train wreck of a film and my desire to not support Vice in any way, shape, or form. Seriously, Vice sucks. I hate Vice.
Yeah. I used to watch her stuff, but not really too much anymore, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, Vice used to be a lot more tolerable if you go back like 8 years or 9. They did a good documentary on, it was called like Baghdad's Only Metal Band or something like that.
I need to watch that. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, and it's, and they did like 2 documentaries on them, like once where they first visited them when they were active, and another when they that they went back to Afghanistan to check up on him.
That's really cool. I saw something like that. I don't know if Vice did it, but there was like metal bands on like Indian reservations. I'm not sure if Vice did that one or not, but I remember watching that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that they eventually made it to the United States and got to meet James Hetfield and Metallica, so that's pretty cool.
He seems like a cool guy to meet in person.
Yeah, like James went up to him and gave him his guitar and signed it for him and shit.
That's pretty cool.
Across a Cowda was the band's name, and I don't remember if their music is worth a damn, but that was back when Vice used to be like, let's go out on the battlefield and actually fucking record it like when Vice was worth a damn, aka when Gavin McInnes was working for them.
Yeah, it's hard to believe he used to work for him.
Isn't it? But, like, I'm pretty sure everybody currently working at Vice fucking hates his guts.
Oh, yeah.
But he was one of the co-founders of Vice, and I'm sure he hates everybody working there, too.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a co-founder.
Yeah, he was there from the beginning.
Damn.
But yeah, Vice Films
Lap 2.
is financing this fucking thing. And the trailer just... It looks like it's going to... It looks like... And this is easy to do. It looks like it's going to paint Varg as the bad guy, which is easy to do because Varg did set fire to some churches, and he did murder, like, the founder of the whole fucking Norwegian scene.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the trailer really painted him as, like, the movie villain, very much.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's going for a documentary, which is what you'd think they would do.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping, but...
It looks like it's going to be a actual fucking, like, Hollywood movie.
Yeah. It's gonna be a cringe fest. At least it'll be funny to laugh at, I hope.
Yeah. We'll probably see it and do another Drivecast where we fucking talk about it.
I want to see it in theaters if it ever comes to theaters.
I think it is, but don't quote me on that.
I hope so.
I'll probably just catch it. Like, if it comes to theaters, it's not going to be in theaters for very long. Even though it's an interesting story, it's that black metal is not something that the majority of people are going to like.
Especially like a lot of people's first like introduction to black metal is going to be this movie for some people, and it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be their introduction to black metal is going to be this movie, and they're gonna think it's literally nothing but a bunch of Satanists that burn down churches and murder people. Because there were, I can think of off the top of my head 2 murders from the scene, but I'm sure there was more than that.
Because the other one was who was he? He was an emperor, wasn't he?
Yeah, Bard Faust.
Yeah, he killed like a gay guy or some shit.
Yeah, and there are conflicting reports on that whole thing because there were I've read some reports on it that said that the gay guy was stalking him, and others that say Bard just did it to do it, and I don't know which is true.
It's hard to say, especially in that scenario. I think who it is.
I mean, if it's stalking, you could probably make some kind of self-defense argument, but I don't know.
Yeah, at least in his mind, at least it like makes sense that he would justify something like that. But
yeah, even with stalking, unless they're like a violent threat to you, murder seems a little.
It's a little, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little too far.
But it's easier to justify if it is self-defense like that.
Yes, like more so than just like, I felt like killing somebody for no reason.
Yeah, which is
doesn't
the
really
other
apply to
possibility on that one. I gotta wonder how many different bands they're gonna feature, because they just showed Varg, Uranimus, and Mayhem, and that's about it. So are they going to talk about? Are they going to talk about Emperor and how almost all of that band wound up in jail at some point? Are they going to talk about?
Yeah.
Emperor's
I
my
hope they
favorite.
make cameos.
Emperor's my
Probably
favorite
should,
black metal band, but are they going to talk about Satyricon? Are they going to talk about Dark Throne or anything else? I don't know, and it's hard to like.
I think Dark Throne's gonna be in it somewhere. They gotta be.
Yeah, obviously it won't be the actual Dark Throne, and they probably don't have permission to use like fucking any music from fucking any band involved in it at all.
Yeah.
How the
I
hell?
don't think they do.
They don't even have like permission. Like Mayhem told them no. How the hell are you gonna do a story about Mayhem without Mayhem's music in it? I don't know what they're gonna do. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. I gotta think of something. I guess like people covering their songs, maybe they can get away with it then.
Yeah, I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. Varg did a video about it.
Yeah, he did a video about it like 2 or 3 years ago. Like that's how long this movie's been in development.
Yeah, he did another recent one where he talked about the trailer.
Oh, he did. I gotta see that. I'm interested.
Yeah, he isn't happy because apparently, like, he isn't happy about like any of the fucking casting choices at all.
I don't doubt it. I mean, I see why, definitely, especially in his eyes.
Yeah, Varg is an interesting person. I'll put it that way.
He's got a rich history for sure.
Yeah, well, he spent like 20 years in jail for arson and murder, so. And escaped jail at one point. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He escaped jail, and wasn't he caught with like a bunch of explosives and a stolen car and like plans to blow something up?
I remember hearing about that. Like the police stormed his house here a couple years ago, like 2014 or something, in France.
Yeah, well, him escaping jail was longer ago than that.
Oh yeah, at the time he had stuff like that too. When they caught him in the 90s, yeah.
This was like early 2000s or something. I thought he escaped jail and
I didn't know
stole
about the
car and stuff like that, but I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, I don't know the details too much about that breakout. I just remember seeing the video before.
But he did a video where he listed some other musical artist who I think is from Norway, and said you guys should put this in the fucking movie because his music is better than anything that came out of the black metal scene. Which is funny for him to say since his own music came out of that scene.
True.
I don't know, he seems kind of weird about his old black metal nowadays.
Yeah, I think he just looks at that as like a time in his life that, like, he's not really into that sort of thing at all anymore. Like, he's really changed since then, sort of thing.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if he listens to heavy metal at all nowadays.
I don't think. I wouldn't think so. Just judging by how he is now.
He's got videos where he discusses like processes of making them and stuff like that. But you act like he kind of acts like he's not very proud of any of the music that he's put out or something. A lot of it, especially the black metal stuff, like the early days, which is the stuff that everybody loves the most.
Yeah. And he said he got offers to play live, like for like large sums of money, and he still turned it down.
Yeah, same thing with Dark Throne. They got offers to play live. They did early on, like there's a live show on from when they were a death metal band on Frostland tapes.
Oh yeah.
So they used to play live, but they've gotten invitations to play live and they've always refused. But I want to go see it just to see how much of a train wreck it's going to be because it looks awful.
Yeah, I'll probably go see it too.
But at the same time, I don't want to financially support Vice.
Yeah,
I fucking hate Vice. Vice is dick cancer.
That's pretty rough.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, not too far off.
Or is that an insult to dick cancer?
It's hard to tell.
I don't know. I just don't like Vice. Vice is awful. But I'll probably go see it anyway. A comment of mine was actually included in a Vice video. I don't know if I ever brought this up on the channel. Did I?
That's your best lap.
I'm not sure.
Placed last.
There was a Canadian, I think they're black metal, but don't quote me on that. There's a Canadian metal band that broke up, and they posted this thing to say, hey, the band's on hiatus right now because the drummer, the guitarist is fucking my girlfriend and I'm pissed off or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that post.
Yeah, so he threw a bunch of stuff out, but at the very bottom of it he said, oh, and our drummer died. That turned out to be a joke, but nobody fucking knew that was a joke, right? So everyone's like, what the fuck? You probably should have let off with our drummer died and talked a bit more about that.
I always loved that post. I was like, what the fuck? You don't see that every day.
Yeah, fucking our drummer. And I said, you guys probably should have started off with our drummer died. And that made it into a Vice video where they were interviewing the band. And I was like, well, Vice didn't fucking ask me, but I don't care enough.
Yeah.
Oh, he directed the Man Unkind video.
Oh,
Metallica
cool.
did. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I think I've seen all the recent ones.
It's the tribute to Mayhem that they did.
Oh, where it has like the logo, like the Mayhem logo.
Yeah. But they did that tribute video to Mayhem, and it's supposed to be like, and that's supposed to be like a advertisement or something, like a preview of what the movie was going to be like. Isn't that what that video was?
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah.
Because it's got Metallica all dressed up like the members of Mayhem, specifically the era where Dead was alive.
Yeah.
And it's got them playing a song that's very drastically different from anything Mayhem. It's a good song, but it's drastically different from anything Mayhem did. Because it's not, Metallica doesn't play black metal. It'd be funny as hell if Metallica played black metal. What'd you say?
Yeah, they're far from black metal, that's for sure.
Yeah. I think that's what Man Unkind was supposed to be. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've even seen it. I've seen it a couple times in the past.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
But it was a tribute to Mayhem. I know that much.
Yeah, it really shows.
3, 2,
Thanos car.
1, go!
Thanos car.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm not even like necessarily like desperately trying to win this. I just am driving. I thought about I wanted to do Jack X, but I couldn't find my fucking disc.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Jack X is an awesome game. I could do Twisted Metal Black. That'd be cool.
Oh hell yeah, I love that game.
Twisted Metal's an awesome. So like 1, 2, and Black are all fucking excellent games. Did you know 2 got a PC release?
I never knew that. I never knew it was ever on PC in general, the whole series.
Yeah, 2 got a PC release. I
Damn.
don't know about 1. I think 1 is exclusive to the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation exclusive series too.
It is. Well, David Jaffe created the first one way back in the day.
Yeah, true. It's one of his earlier works.
Yeah.
They need to bring back. They need to really like reboot that for current next gen.
Yeah, they tried doing that on the PlayStation 3, and I've not played it. It looks awesome, but apparently it wasn't all that well received or something. I remember
It
when
didn't look too bad.
I remember when they announced it at E3. They had the ice cream truck drive out on stage, and fuck. What am I stuck on? That sucked. They had like an ice cream truck and like a guy playing Sweet Tooth or something like that. I remember that. I need to get more driving games for this.
Hell yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what other if they bring up any other black metal bands at all. Are they going to bring up Dissection? 'Cause what Dissection was Swedish.
Oh, that'd be cool if they did.
Dissection was Swedish, but the lead singer of their band was like a legitimate Satanist, I think, and he killed himself.
Yeah, sounds about right.
He also went to prison for a while. I don't remember why. Do you remember why?
And not sure.
Could you look that up? Since you're at the computer anyway.
What was that? The
Lead singer of Dissection. He went to prison, and that's why that's why there's such a large gap between Storm of the Light's Bane and that third album that they did. It starts with an R, and I can't remember the name of it.
Rhine Costs or something?
Yeah, that. It's not as well liked as the first two. But their singer went to prison, and I don't remember why.
Lap 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why.
His name is John something.
John Andreas Ludwig.
Yeah, that
Something.
guy.
I can't.
Some Swedish
say
shit,
his
I
last
don't
name.
know.
His last name is like pure Swedish.
Yeah. I doubt they'll bring them up though. But like other countries did have black metal circles that did equally fucked up things, but none of them are as well known as the Norwegian one.
Yeah, that's definitely the most popular.
Yeah. Sweden had a big black metal presence. France did. Had a black metal circle called Les Legions Noir.
Oh, hell yeah.
Russia had one that was like Nazi black metal.
Yeah.
National Socialist black. Blazebirth Hall is what they were called.
Oh, he was convicted as an accessory to murder in 1997.
Okay, so a murder thing.
And he was released in 04.
So it was a murder thing. I thought it had something to do with murder, but I couldn't fucking remember.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll bring up Immortal, because Immortal largely stayed out of trouble altogether.
Yeah, they're not going to push the envelope too much.
Have any of the members of Immortal even ever gone to prison?
I don't know. I doubt it.
If they want to really dig deep, they could bring up Iljarn, who worked with Emperor in the early days. And then members of Emperor wound up working with Iljarn on some of their demos. Like Samoth played bass on one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of largely stayed out of the spotlight, though. So more than beyond just bringing him up and having him there with Emperor, I'm not sure there's much you could do with him.
Yeah, true.
You know what would be interesting? If they brought up the work that you... I think it was Uranimus and Necrobutcher did with members of Assassin, the German thrash metal band.
Yeah.
Because they had a joke one-off band that they did called Checker Patrol. It was members of Mayhem and members of Assassin.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they did one demo called Battalion in the Park.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That's ringing bells.
Yeah, it's not a particularly great demo.
Yeah.
But it was meant as a joke, so it's on my other channel if you guys want to check it out.
It's a good laugh.
Before Dark Throne got more serious, they were called Black Death as well. And they put out a few demos under the name Black Death. And one of those is actually on my other channel as well. And it was a death metal, because Dark Throne started off as a death metal band.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if they'll bring that out. They put out a bunch of technical death metal demos, and some of them are really fucking good. Like Dark Throne's demo collection is excellent. At least once they became Dark Throne. Like, listen to the song Snowfall from Dark. It's fucking awesome. It's like 10 minutes of instrumental technical death metal, and it's just badass. And they did their first album as a death metal band, technical death metal band, Soulside Journey.
It's a good album.
It is. And then they went in to record a second album, and a lot of their second album is recorded in two styles. Black metal and death metal, because they recorded a bunch of tracks for it when it was going to be death metal, and as soon as they got those like in a rough state, assembled without vocals, they went, you know what, we want to be a black metal band. And then they recorded A Blaze in the Northern Sky, and they turned it into their
Final lap.
they turned it into their Peaceville Records was their record label.
Yeah, they're on Beastville.
Yeah, they turned it into Peaceville Records, and Peaceville Records was like, the fuck is this?
So we don't release this shit.
They're like, take this back. This sucks. But then they
Because they were going to go to Death Like Silence if they couldn't get Peaceville.
Yeah, Death Like Silence was Euronymous' label. They have to bring that up. They have to bring up Death Like Silence.
Expensive as fuck copies of their LPs.
Yeah. If you get a Death Like Silence pressing of anything, it's expensive as shit.
Mm-hmm.
A Death Like Silence actually had a little bit of reach because, like, they became fairly well known as the label for extreme black metal. So they had a band that was Japanese signed to them, Psy.
Well, Psy's it? Yeah, all of Psy.
And their very first album, Scorn Defeat, I think was released after, on Death Like Silence, for one pressing, I think, after Euronymous died, because it was scheduled to happen anyway.
Yeah.
And of course they're going to talk about that. They're going to talk about Vard going to Euronymous in the middle of the fucking night and stabbing him like 30 times.
I wonder how that scene's going to be portrayed.
Yeah. They're going to talk about the church burnings, which, yeah, the black metal scene did burn some churches.
Very much so.
It's kind of sad to think about, though, because those churches had been there for hundreds of years.
Yeah, they're very old.
These are like antique, like would be like national protected landmark kind of thing. Churches.
Yeah. It kind of fucked up.
It kind of is.
When you think about it.
Even from, like, whether you're religious or not, even from a this is a historically important building kind of perspective, it's fucked up.
It's just super disrespectful.
It is. They burned down several of them. And Varg was involved in one or two of those burnings, and then a whole bunch of people that were part of the scene and bands that nobody's ever fucking heard of. Like, even, I bet you even a lot of the members of the main circle probably don't remember who the fuck they are. But there was a bunch of people there that idolized Varg, and they're like, if Varg's gonna do this, I'm gonna do it too.
You placed last.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
weren't the last of the church burnings after he went into prison?
Yeah, I gotta remember.
Congratulations.
Can't remember a lot of stuff like that.
Time for this.
Yeah, I think, but don't quote me on that. I think that's how it happened.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk about Dead committing suicide. And oh boy, I gotta wonder how the fuck they're going to do that scene, because that's one of the most fucked up and fascinating parts about this whole goddamn thing is the Dead suicide. Euronymous
Yeah, that was a big turning point.
left him in the house that they were renting while recording, all by himself with a shotgun. Intentionally just left.
Yeah,
'Cause he wanted-
pretty much.
It was because he wanted to see a dead body or something. Fucked up. And Dead leaves a suicide note that says, please excuse all the blood, right?
Yep.
And a bunch of lyrics to the song Life Eternal, which is a really good song. And shoots himself in the head. Euronymous finds out about this, sees the dead body, gets a disposable camera and takes a picture of it
3, 2,
for some reason.
1.
And then it's commonly mistaken that Mayhem themselves used that picture for a live album, but it was actually a bootleg.
Yeah, that was
It's
just
some-
a bootleg.
Some company put out, some like bootleg record company put out a bootleg called Dawn of the Black Hearts, and it uses the picture of Dead after he committed suicide as the album cover, and you know they're gonna bring that shit up.
Yeah, true.
I wonder if they're going to show the actual photo and album cover, or if they're just going to simulate it. It'll be interesting to find out.
Yeah. I'm curious about a lot of stuff, what they're going to do.
Yeah, I am too. But the Dead story gets more fucked up beyond that. Because not only did Euronymous take a picture of it, he used some of the brain matter to make stew and ate it.
Yeah, that's the story.
And he got a bunch of the skull pieces and made a few necklaces out of them, and sent them to. I think Hellhammer got one from the band.
Yeah.
And a few other people. So, really fucked up.
Lap 2.
I gotta wonder how they're gonna go about it. Like, how are they gonna go about showing this suicide? Because you kind of have to show the end result of it in order to have the full story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how they do that.
I'm also a bit worried about it because I'm squeamish. When I go see it, am I gonna like throw up in the fucking theater when he commits suicide or what? I don't know.
I'm sure it won't be. I'm sure it won't be too graphic, but have an off-screen sort of thing.
Yeah. I want to know if you're going to talk about Dawn of the Black Hearts, how are you going to get away without showing the album cover? Because I think the album cover and actually showing suicide alone will get you an R rating. You know
Yeah, I'm
what
sure
I mean?
they're content with that. Yeah.
And I don't know what rating this movie has.
It'd be weird if it was PG-13.
Yeah. They probably want it to be PG-13 because Hollywood wants fucking everything to be PG-13 nowadays. You could bring your family to see the black metal nerds murder people, burn churches, and commit suicide.
Yay!
As the nostalgia critic would say, a family picture.
Yeah, black metal's a family endeavor.
Definitely. It's gonna be a shit show, dude. I want to know just how accurate it's going to be. I guess
It'll be interesting.
I guess we'll have to rely on Vard to tell us. None of the other ones have a fucking YouTube channel like none of the other living ones. It'll be interesting to see what like Hellhammer has to say about it since he was there for a lot of it. I believe he's still Mayhem's drummer, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
God damn it. I flipped over. But, where was I? I don't remember. I'm not expecting a good movie, but I am expecting an entertaining one.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be entertaining at the very least.
Yeah. You're in the trailer. It was Euronymous had a bird, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a picture of him. He has his bird in the red shirt.
Did he have a bird in real life? Because I don't remember reading anything about that.
It's the final lap.
I think so. From what I understand, because I remember seeing that picture.
I don't know. I don't remember if he had a bird or not. I don't remember reading anything about that. I need to read the book at some point. If Bart says it's inaccurate, I still want to read it.
It'll still be informative.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an interesting read. I've always heard it's an interesting read. Wonder if they're going to bring up the black metal shop that your Animus ran.
Yeah, I think I saw it in the trailer.
What was it called? Helvete?
Helvete, yeah.
And Fenris runs it now, doesn't he?
Yeah, because I think they recently got it back up in the working condition. Oh, they got it back from the person who bought it, I think.
Yeah, I think Euronymous runs it now, or Fenris runs it now. But don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. They're recording a new album, aren't they? Dark Throne?
I think so.
It'll be fascinating to see what kind of direction they take it in, because you never fucking know with them. They've taken their music in 5 different directions over the course of their career. It's all metal, and that's about as far as it is connected. It's all Dark Throne, it's all metal, and that's about as connected as it
You
gets.
play last.
That's all it needs to be.
Yeah. Oh, I want to call it there, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for...
So, thank you everybody for watching this episode of Drivecast on the Lords of Chaos movie. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Share this video if you could. It'd help me out a lot. And make sure you ring the bell to get notifications in the future. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.